In this video, I'll show you how to do word families with students. So a word family is basically like rhyming words. It's got that end sound and that ending vowel that are going to rhyme. So for example, if I were to do the at word family, it would be cat, sat, mat, things like that, or that. Sometimes students will get a little confused and they will try and do other things that almost sound like it, and it really does have to be that rhyming word. So for the at family, somebody might say, how about ant? And ant is pretty close, but it doesn't have that ending rhyme right there. So that's what a word family is. So if I was going to do this with my students, I would take a look at our sort for the week. And here's a sort. So I would look on here for a word that has lots of rhyming words. So right away I'm looking at lock. So I would tell the kids, get out your board, write the word lock at the top, and let's see how many other words that we can find in this same word family. And then you would wait for them to say that. And so if they're not sure, you can always give them a prompt. You could give them a clue like, well, let's see, what's something that you wear on your foot? And they might say sock. Or what's something that you use to tell time? And they might say clock. And so you do this, and you want to get maybe like 4 or 5, words in that same word family, and then depending on your time, then you could do a different one. I would right now stay away from long vowel sounds, and long vowel sounds are the long sound of A, E, I, O, and U, because the spellings get kind of funky with those ones. So what I would do is I would stick with really simpler words to do. So for example, I probably wouldn't do plate because that has that long vowel sound, or leaf, but I would choose log. Log could be a better one to do for something like that. And I wouldn't do letter because that could be a difficult one to do, but I could do plum, right? Or pin. Those ones are a little bit easier. So maybe I would do plum. And maybe they could think of like drum or hum. Now, let's say that they think of a word that does rhyme, but it's spelled differently. You can tell them, you're right, that rhymes. It is an oddball though. And what I do with those is I write them down at the bottom. Like say they thought of the word some. Well, the word some does rhyme, but it's spelled differently. So you can just tell them it's an odd. And that's how you do word families.